And I'm going to kind of let it soak and kind of set on the salmon. And then we're going to pan sear them and then bake them with Michigan's peach sauce. So we're going to just pat this in there to each of the 4 patties. Okay, so while the salmon is sitting in the dry rub, which is right here, the brown sugar, and that powder on there, the brown powder, is a little bit of clove. Sometimes it takes a little bit of the fishy smell away and it smells like cloves, so it doesn't smell bad if you're not accustomed to a lot of fishiness. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make the peach marinade for the salmon. And we're going to blanch the peaches. And what I do is I put a little, kind of a, almost a, I guess a plus sign on the peaches, on each one of them. And then we're going to drop them in boiling water for 30 seconds. And then you're going to see how easy they are to peel. Alright, so the peaches have been boiling for 30 seconds and we're going to take them out of the boiling water and we're going to put them in cold water for a little bit. That gets them cool and then they're going to be really easy to peel. Okay, so we've taken the peaches, we boiled them for 30 seconds, we put them in cold water and look! The peel just basically comes off, which is so much easier because some people cook their peaches and when they use them they leave the skin on. I'm not one of those people. I like it clean shaven, I guess. So I'm going to make the peach sauce, and again I'm kind of making this up, but I have some cut up Michigan peaches, which you can get at D&W Fresh Market. I'm going to put a little Spartan orange juice in there. That helps keep the peaches from turning brown, also gives it a little zing. And then I'm going to put a little bit of brown sugar. I know we have the dry rub on the salmon that still has a little bit of brown sugar in it, but I'm going to put a little bit of this in it as well. And one thing I found, I was in like the produce section of the D&W, this is really cool. This is called Gourmet Garden Ginger Spice Blend. Like if you don't like to cook with the ginger root itself and get those knuckles and grate them and stuff like this, this has kind of already been processed for you. And if you could smell it, it smells really good. It's going to kind of give it a little bit of an Asian flair to it. I will put about that much. Again, I'm making it up. And I think I'm going to put a little bit of cinnamon. Something like that. And we'll put a little clove. I'm going to boil this for a little bit, kind of reduce it down and make it a sauce, and then we'll come back and we'll sear the salmon, and we'll put this on there, and then we'll bake it. Okay, so we have our salmon, and it's been sitting in the dry rub for a while, and now we're going to sear it in a pan that has some olive oil.
What happened to your salmon?
Hard, weirdo.
So comedy here.
Now they told me at the butcher shop to put it skin side down. We're going to put it like that and sear it that way first. We're going to sear it for about 2 or 3 minutes on that side. Then we're going to flip it over. And in theory, you're supposed to be able to peel the skin right off. Okay, so the salmon's been searing for a couple minutes. We're going to take it, we're going to flip it over. And you should be able to, according to the butcher, and again I'm using the glove, just peel this skin right off. Look at that. That's a beautiful thing. I'm just going to peel that off, put it right in the trash there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put this piece of salmon back in this baking pan. Now the sauce is going to get hot enough that it's okay to eat. It's not unsafe. You're not going to get salmonella. Wait, that was bad. So we have this peach sauce now that's been cooking with the peaches and the brown sugar and some clove. And we're going to spoon this onto the salmon. Can you smell that? Don't you love Michigan peaches? They smell so good. I'm just going to spoon that on there. And we're going to bake it for about 10 minutes. And we'll see what happens. Okay, this is my first time ever cooking salmon. So it looks pretty good. It looks pretty done. So we're going to put on the plate, we're going to put a little of this broccoli coleslaw. Kind of plate that up with a little heapingness. Heapingness? I don't think that's a word really.
It is now.
And then we're going to take one of these salmon fillets. I'm just going to put it kind of like that. Oh, doesn't that look artsy? With the peaches on there. And then if you really want to add an Asian twist to it and a little crunch, you can get these chow mein noodles. Just for a little extra sprinkle. And put it on both. Okay, so, ooh, see how the salmon kind of flakes apart there? I think that's what's supposed to happen. So I'm going to get a little bite of coleslaw.
Well, you are kind of flaky, so works out all right.
Thanks. It's probably still kind of hot.
You know those cooking shows where they taste it and you're supposed to give the, oh my gosh, that's amazing.
You better.
We'll see how this goes. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh, really, it's good.
It really is good.
Those are peaches, Michigan's peaches. I'll even go for another bite.
Does it taste like fish to you?
No! Not at all. It tastes wonderful.
It's pretty good. And probably before you put the other stuff on it, it's probably good for you too.
It's salmon.
Yep.
I had the rookie baseball card of a guy named Tim Salmon. Pitched for the Giants. It's not worth much money anymore. This rocks on the other hand.